Guys, welcome back to my channel. So as per the title guys, you can see in today's video we have yet again another preference ultimately coming out here and regretting ever getting involved with the lowest hanging fruits of society. Guys, at this point in 2025, literally we're only a few days away from 2026. In this year alone, 2025, these preferences has been having some very rude waking up call. And I think what is so interesting is like for a few years back now, we have seen a lot of these preference that has been coming out here and finally being honest about the facade when they go out here and get involved with the lowest hanging fruits of society. I would say maybe a decade or 15 years back, we had so much of these women coming out here, sitting down online with the lowest hanging fruits of society, talking about how they were the better women for them, talking about how us as black women, we were jealous because they were taking our men. But fast forward, now it's a new day and age, and these preference, they just don't care to keep up with the facade. So they're coming out here and for once are being honest about every single thing that they go through when they do allow themselves to get involved with the lowest hanging fruits of society. Nonetheless, guys, listen to this preference coming out here talking about how she regret ever getting involved with them, and then we will come back with more.
So do y'all know that phrase, once you go black, you never go back? Yeah, that actually means once you go black, you never actually go back to them. Okay, that's what that means, because I've been with nothing but black men my entire life, and I can honestly say, worst decision ever. Okay, if I could go back in time, I would. And that's something I would definitely change, is being with a black man. Okay, my dad used to always tell me, you need to be with a white man, you need to have white kids, blah blah blah. And I would always be like, no, because I liked black men, but I should have listened. So if you are a white girl and you're considering being with a black man, I would honestly think long and hard about that one.
I ain't gonna lie, when I see the preferences talking like this, I'd be like, that's what you get. Because there's so many women that get on this app and tell y'all what's going on. And then there's a few men out here that step up and tell y'all what's going on too. But y'all don't listen. Y'all be listening to black men tell y'all that, you know, y'all more submissive and this why they respect you more, and y'all be listening and blah, blah, blah. And then you get left with a baby. Or you get done wrong. Because you thought that you was going to get treated better because you were sold a lie. That's what you get. Like, when it comes to stuff like this, situations like this with the preferences, I just say that's what you get, bro. Yeah. Talking about once you go black, you never go back to them. Well, when black women were trying to tell you to not go black at all, you decided to come over here. You decided to not listen to your dad. All right. If black women telling you what their experiences is with black men, then why do y'all be thinking that you finna get some type of special treatment? How many examples do you need in order for you to start listening to them? Should have listened to your dad too.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there you're getting it directly from the horse's mouth. I think what is so interesting about this is she said for herself that her father warned her. She said he will always tell her that you need to be with men that look like you. But we already know a lot of time these preferences, when they do this, they're in their mind, they're sticking it to their parents, right? Only for them, just like this content creator said, these women, one thing that they do have guarantee when they do allow themselves to get involved with the lowest hanging fruits of society, one thing we know for sure is that they tend to make literally every group of women into single baby mama. But once again, just like he say, these preferences be seen preference before them coming out here and being very vocal about it's not all that it's propped up to be when they do allow themselves to go out here and get involved with the lowest hanging fruits of society. But like I have said over and over, these preferences somehow in their little delusional mind, they be thinking that they have these magical vajayjays that are gonna make the lowest hanging fruits of society act right. Each and every single time these males show them that that couldn't be farther from the truth. But like I have also said a million times at this point, if these preferences are delusional enough to one, go out here and get involved with the lowest hanging fruits of society, considering the position that these women have globally, because the men from their community, they are men, they know what it is to go out here and take dominance. So for these women who literally, they're the most privileged group of women to walk this planet Earth, and then for them to go out here and allow themselves to get involved with the least privileged group of male on this planet Earth, it just doesn't make sense to me. But once again, if these preference like this, I love that for them and the lowest hanging fruits of society. But nonetheless, you guys already know, soon as I saw this, I had to hop into the comment section, and actually I had to bring a few of those comments on here for you guys. So as you all can see, this first commentator say, "Cause why are we as people picking people based on skin color instead of their character and integrity?" Lady, let's not be quiet here. We know exactly what the answer to this is. This one say they're scaring off their own preferences. And as we can see, one of the lowest hanging fruits of society that got his very much rude awakening up call, aka the clown, the idiot Kanye West. Y'all can see he basically how this hair is here. Well, obviously I know this was fan made, but once again, all of the lowest hanging fruits of society, this Dust Bucket hair himself, Kanye West, he literally wrote an entire song and say that soon as them, as the lowest hanging fruits of society, come out here and get on, what are they gonna do? Dusty Tyrese, please, for those in the back, please remind us what y'all tend to do when y'all get that additional $5.
Soon as a black man gets successful, first thing he do is he turn his back on the black woman and go marry the white woman.
Thank you, Dust Bucket. Nonetheless, so as you guys can see, this commentator here say, well, that's what they choose. Exactly. Y'all should have choose better. The lowest hanging fruits of society, in conjunction with all of these preferences, whenever a black woman do happen to have a hiccup, what do they come out here and say? Well, you should have choose better. Black male continue to say, black women continue to get involved with the same Dusty, Pookies, and Ray Ray. So the same thing apply for this Becky. If you wanted to go out here and get a suitable, decent man that would have treated you right, you simply had to not choose one of the lowest hanging fruits of society. This one say, I see no black men in the comments, and we already know why. This one say, something tells me we will be seeing this more and more and more. This one say, they were more concerned with being picked over a black woman. Now they regret it. Absolutely. This one say, I'm black and my mama said the same. This one say, I know multiple women of different races who told me this. This one say, a rebellious child is a disgrace to her parents. This one say, I wonder what the black men were saying in the comments. This one say, we told y'all they are a loser. This one say, everyone gets the same treatment. Exactly. This one say, and they say we were jealous. This one says she has mixed kids. This one here responded by saying, and clearly regrets them. This why so many biracial be unstable and having identity crisis. This one say, we all regret it. Girl, I don't know who you're talking about when you say we. You're definitely not referring to me, because I have told you guys over and over, I would be a complete idiot if I were to go out here and get involved with the lowest hanging fruits of society. Literally, all the women within my surrounding that tend to go down this dusty path, at the end of the day, every single one of them, just like this preference here, they're all at the end, they have regrets. So what would me as a Black woman look like, knowing exactly what the end result are going to be when you allow yourself to get involved with the lowest hanging fruits of society? How unintelligent on my part will that be for me to go out here and get involved with one of these dust buckets? This one say normalize comprehension of the fact that it's not about color, it's about character. And you guys can be as delusional as y'all want, but let's just be honest here. These women, they fantasize the lowest hanging fruits of society, and we already know when it's the dust bucket, they always come out here and claim that they're choosing these women because of their skin color as well as their hair texture. Let's not be delusional. This one here responded simply by saying what I just say. Please, this get lost in translation and we start getting into bad territory. This one here responded by saying, you have to remember it's a lot of misandrists with low self-esteem and racial pride that simply seek to demean and degrade Black men. This one say, well, damn, we tried to tell them. This one say, because white women have often been looked at as the prize, and many times they're secretly and often not so secretly in competition with us. Also, skin color is predicated on character. Therein lies the issue. This one here responded by saying, if they were really the prize, they would not be trying to compete with us. So you really gotta wonder. This one here responded by saying, nah, them men want proximity to the white man, his money, power, and women. This one say, well, globally, if you go to many non-white countries and ask the men, what's the number one choice in women? This one here say, quote unquote, then you get left with a baby? Choke me out. This one say, I could never understand why they crossed that line. That's the scene with me. I can't understand it. This one say, they were so nice in the comments, even when they're getting bashed by the preference. But had it been a Black woman, we know what those comment section would look like, right? And lastly, guys, this one here say, I will never warn any of these preferences because if it was the other way around, they wouldn't warn me. This is what I have been telling Black women for the longest of time. Black women, these women don't like us. They're not their allies. So just like I mentioned previously, this preference, you should simply choose better. Nonetheless, guys, this is all that I have to say on this whole predicament. Yet again, another day of another preference coming out here crying and regretting the fact that she allowed herself to get involved with the lowest hanging fruits of society. Now she has buyer remorse. But like I just mentioned, you should have chose better. Nonetheless, guys, this is all that I have to say on this whole predicament. What are your thoughts and opinion? Or please get in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.